Hello everybody, hope you're all having a great day today, or at least doing well, and we're just going to jump back into some Dark Souls. I don't remember exactly what we're doing last time. I don't think we fought a boss, but that's usually how I like to go about these streams. Finish them when we fight a boss, so we're at least going to kill one boss today. Don't know how long it's going to take a time, but we're going to kill that boss. Hey Stormcat, how you doing? It's embarrassing, there was no boss kills last time. How absurd. Unreal. I've let everybody down. Again. What's new? Anyway, yeah. Hope you had a decent week, Gav. Overall, you know. They have those secret bosses too. This playthrough will never end. We all know it. Nobody wants to admit it, but it will never, ever, ever, ever end. It was good. Oh, that's great to hear, man. You know, I always wish you the best, and I know life can be so awkward and stressful, even just being oneself, you know. I'm actually doing all right. I have this weird feeling that I should stream more and stream less at the same time, because I actually want to get around to making YouTube stuff, but I never get around to it. But I like streaming kind of these days. I don't know how to put it. Centers my days around something at least, and it works. I'm doing quite well. I enjoy the fact that I have this kind of free time at the moment, you know? I'm lucky. I really am. Alright. I'm gonna change so the chat on the screen doesn't stay there forever. I have that during, like, you know, when I have overlays on the screen. I tend to use overlays when I play Dark Souls. I wonder if I ever go back to green screen. That stuff was just awkward to set up. Everything. I don't think I ever go back to green screen. Effort, you know? We don't like effort here. Any efforters? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm doing well overall for sure. It's just... I guess one thing that I need to focus on is that I never fully completed that college course I was in before, and I need to do 1 or 2 repeats to fix it out. So there might be a stage where I need to drop out of streaming for a bit, just to focus on that. So there will be no streams for like 2 to 3 weeks, we'll see. But that'll probably be like next month. Next month? I'm not entirely sure. I started a new challenge actually when I'm off stream. Like, I kind of sometimes practice video games. That seems fair. Yeah, should be okay. Like, would you guys miss these streams? Would anybody? Of course you would. Yeah, no kidding. Sky, all you do is tell mediocre jokes, have no idea what you ramble about. You just ramble, and then you just say stuff that doesn't make any sense. That's what you do. I would. Thanks for lying for me, Gav. I appreciate it. Such a bud. Oh man. I hope these streams bring something to they like at the very least. Oh, and don't forget, chat. Anybody there watching needs to cocoon up. All right, get a blanket, get some snacks. All right, get them all together. You know, and just become a cocoon. If you're not doing that, you're not doing it right. So everybody needs to become a cocoona. I would genuinely like think it'd be funny to have a cocoona mode for that reason. All right, we light the way now. Do you know the way? That was a meme for like a while. Ugandan Knuckles. That was actually a good meme. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good meme. And I'm not one to really look at memes that often. It's a rabbit hole. And then you forget everything you just looked at. And then you're just like, where did my day go? I was just looking at memes. It's all a blur. I don't remember. Oh, there was a boss last stream, but we didn't beat it. Oh god. I don't like this place. Mean to me. There's a ladder here. Let's let's pretend we know where we're going. Yes, the ladder. I remember it well. There's a shiny door, as per usual, when you like think that you're blessed with the you know by the gods or something, and you go through the shiny door and you get lots of shinies. Nope, nope. Or you get to be happy. No, it's always a boss. I wonder what people are saying down here, actually. Funny thing is, even if you're not using any of the online features, and this is the only online features you have going, yeah, it is a good view, actually. It kind of builds the lore of the area if you just stare out and kind of go, there's trees and everything. So, even if you're not using, like, online multiplayer and whatnot, the game will kick you out sometimes if the connection drops. It's happened to me a couple of times. Shiny! Okay, I miss that guy every time. I need a different weapon to get him. I think the next stat to go for is endurance, because if we buff that a little bit, we can change our helmet to something more defensive. And still have the same speed. Dang it. Just point. Alright, so that's like a 88.844.9 and 44.88 and then 89.6. Oh no, we might not. We have to buff endurance twice potentially. Remember that two-hand, or to use shield if you want to one hand. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. I don't understand why the game allows you that. You know, like, why would you ever one-hand a two-handed sword? I guess to use a lantern or something. But if you had nothing in the other hand, I always think it should go to two-hand, potentially. Hey, Capo! Salutes in chat for Capo. Hope you're doing great today and all that. Hope you had an interesting but fulfilling week. I'm just saying words, but hopefully they make some sense to all of you. Ugh. And we're back to Dark Souls, of course. Look at my shiny skull. I wonder if the shiny skull is a name. Does anybody want to name our lantern friend here? We could call him Scully. You know. When's the last time like I actually watched X-Files? That was an interesting show. Because the character in that's named Scully. Yeah, Scully's good, right? I think it works. X-Files was always like borderline, is it alien, is it not? You never truly know what's going on in that show. Are you enjoying the game, Sky? Like, overall, the second half job's alright. The DLC is pretty good, though. I do enjoy Dark Souls. I think it's a great game. The hype people give about it, saying it's the best game ever and whatnot. I mean, I don't know where I'd rate it on my list of games, but I have to beat it before I do that, you know? But, as far as difficulty goes, I like where it's at, but the troll mechanics do throw me off a little bit. I'd say troll mechanics, but the troll situations where, like, an enemy comes out of nowhere and bodies you. I get it, it adds, like, difficulty and suspense, but sometimes it just feels like, why? Why did they do this? But honestly, so far it's an 8, potentially, out of 10. Yeah, I think so. That's where I'd land on it. I played plenty of, like, people commend Dark Souls for being a difficult game, but if you play a lot of games on difficult difficulties, you can find a lot of difficult games out there that are very fun, too. I mean, Devil May Cry is incredibly hard on higher difficulties, and the combat system in that is just legendary. But Dark Souls has that element of, like, you find something, you equip it, you can do a lot of customizing and all that, you know? I need to go two-handed, dang it. So I don't know if it's a fair or not fair, but like if they can be directly compared. I give it an 8 out of 10 so far. The second half is interesting, alright. I lost in a play file. No. Oh, Kappa, no. DMC is all skill, like, you cannot level up. I would say DMC on harder difficulties is harder in Dark Souls because you can't level up. And it needs to be all raw skill. It takes forever. But there's always Dark Soul challenges that basically are impossible too, so... Who's to say? Who's to say? Ah, my god. I would say if you ever play Kingdom Hearts games, Gav, those on harder difficulties can body as well, like... I'm just thinking of like difficult video games now. I can only play it on somewhat on hard, other than that, god no. I want some sanity left. I think of DMC 3 anytime I think of the difficulty in Devil May Cry. But in that you can use Royal Guard. If you get good at Royal Guard, you have to be like practically perfect with it, but if you get perfect or practically perfect, if you get that good with it, it's it kind of breaks the difficulty down. You know? So if you're playing on harder difficulties in that game, for sure, get good at Royal Guard. You'll need it. Especially with the chess battle, that's like the hardest part of the game on that difficulty. I played KH1 on hard, kept getting one hit. Considered restarting when I was really close to the end. Oh my. I've always defaulted to DMC was so good. It's corny, it's hokey, but it knows it and it leans into it. I love that about the Devil May Cry series, you know? Like, it's better to have something that doesn't take itself too seriously just and wants to have fun if it's going to do that, you know? Instead of having an identity crisis of like being serious and non-serious. But it's still cool, like, it still sets up cool, like. Wait, I lost this, and this is IDs another writing. Is okay, you got this, Kappa. You found them. They were there somewhere, you know? But yeah, Devil May Cry 3 for playing on the harder difficulties. Not Heaven and Hell, because that's kind of like a gimmick. But yeah, Dante Must Die, I'd recommend getting good at Royal Guard here. KH1 and stuff. Yeah, I agree. Like, playing Kingdom Hearts on hard difficulties is actually really hard. I've always defaulted to hard difficulties in video games, because I kind of grew up in the NES era of video games where difficulty was part of the gameplay a lot of the time. And so I kind of defaulted to harder modes. Oh my god. But then it became a trope. Like, I always, if I can play the game on the harder difficulty, I will. It just became a thing for me to do. So the first time I play video games, a lot of times I play them on hard. This is interesting. Like, you can land right here? How do you go down safely without taking any damage? Do I roll? Nope, you gotta take damage. Time to get bodied. Alright, at least we can make it back to the boss quickly. Enough. Still, I do not enjoy that trek. Gotta go through the dark, gotta climb on ladder. Crazy. Not possible? I'm afraid, unless you have a cat ring, I think? Really? Catball, give me your ring. We need it. We need it now. That sounded funny, I don't know. But it's mine, no! I need it, like, I can't hurt the boss otherwise. Gab's telling me, we need that ring. Don't be greedy. You can email it. Excuse me, but why is there so many choppers? Kev is trying to steal my ring. Ah, he's plotting. I see. It's not actually needed. He just wants the ring. How devious Gav is. I knew he was devious. We all knew it. Can we warp right here? If we can warp back right to here, that'd be great. But I don't think we can. We actually have to, like... Yes, it's the second bonfire in the area. Well, Nito being troll. Having Graveyard Sword Dance? Yikes. Oh, man. This is the first famous Souls game, like... Other, like, Demon Souls was big, but, like, this really... Dark Souls really helped it take off, you know, the series. But I feel like there's some kinks in, like... You know, like, people call this difficulty, and then you just have to get good. But I feel like there's some kinks in the difficulty where the enemies just go ham sometimes, and you're dead. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't go around the area. You'll get attention of the large skeleton. Make the fight considerably harder. Okay. So the best is to kind of keep it to a set area. As long as I can win. I thought you said it wasn't possible for a second there, Gab, so... As long as we can win. As long as there's a 0.000 chance. We got this. So you're telling me there's a chance? Oh my god, where do we go? I've forgotten where to go here. Oh, down here, okay. I just didn't see it. Oh, I'm gonna die to ladder? No, actually, that doesn't fall damage. Oh god. We're gonna go into the boss fight with like 3 flasks. Alright, we gotta learn fast. But this weapon we have is better than anything I was using earlier. Even Zappy Toothpick. Unfortunately, Zappy Toothpick has been retired forever. Salutes in chat for Zappy Toothpick. You will be missed. It's a problem, but they're higher package, and they what year it's Friday. Wait, what? What year is it? Friday. That's brilliant. Well, it was Saturday last year, but you know, Friday this year. I love that. It's so dumb, but I kind of want to fill out a form and do something crazy like that. Friday at tomorrow o'clock. I mean, yeah, that's when I stream. I always stream on Friday at tomorrow o'clock. Same time every time, every March, you know. I don't know what we're doing here, except for getting bodied. Like, 3 flasks. Are you kidding? I guess we want the 10 flasks, but it's such a trek through the dark area. Hey, we have a few hours to stream, so we might as well learn how to trek through the dark area and get the 10 flasks to the boss. Sucks though. It's like, I want to learn the boss, but I think the best way is just to have plenty of healing. The way jobbers, I bet they come back to life, right? No, they don't. Oh, they do, but it takes a while. That's good enough. Ah! Excuse me. Right, Grave Lord, I have your sword, or at least a small version of it. Actually, it's the same sword. Samesies. Samesies. How do I have your sword and you have your sword? So interesting. Great sword, by the way. I'm part of your covenant. Don't hurt me. If I kill you, am I the leader? Is that how that works? Oh, wow. Yeah, this boss isn't as hard as I thought. If I just bring enough healing, I should be good. I think that's the part that's the game is trying to, like, mess with you. You know, you just need a good amount of healing. You can kindle the bomb pip and get 10. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Was I still alive? Eh, whatever. Not 4, not 11, but 10. That's amazing. Ah. Dang it, my controller flips are off. I used to be able to do like the sideways flip. Like, has anybody ever tried to do that? Like, woo! Ah, got it. Do I have 2 humanities? Probably. But should I kindle this bonfire? Or should we go back to a different bonfire? Can't kill it while hallowed. Oh yeah, we need to use a humanity. How many humanities do we have left? I think we're using like crazy. Like, alright, we got 2 twin humanities, but I think the regular ones we ran out of because we're just like gone ham. If I flip my controller, I drop them. I really want to get good at flipping my controller so I can pop off on stream. But I think it'd be even funnier, you know, like if I flip my controller as a victory thing and it just goes flying. I'm like, woo! It just flies off to the side, like. The easier flip is the front flip, or the back flip. You kind of like flip it like this. But you can also like flip it to the side and catch it. But I caught it wrong. And it breaks like kaboom. I actually have a rug on the floor, and there's like a bed area over there and all that. So like I think we're good. I think we're not gonna break it. Unless we flip it this way, because there's a wall over that way, and then it just smacks off the wall and just shatters into 1,000 pieces because of my luck. Olympic controller souls, yeah. Alright. So you think we should kindle this? Digging the new emoticon? Nice. Yeah, it's awesome. I think. Salutes in chat for Squanchy. Hey Squanchy, I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good day. You know, I hope you're at least doing well and everything. Yeah, back into playing Dark Souls. We're just talking about techniques of flipping controllers. I don't know how we got here. I blame Gav every time. He needs to stop, you know, encouraging this behavior. I'm doing better than Thursday at least. Yeah, that's good to hear at the very least, you know? Life is ridiculous, unpredictable, and our own mentality and all that, it can be all over the place. Yeah. But at the same point, you know, I don't know, it's one of those things that we can try to, you know, figure a way around. Alright, guys, I think kindling the bonfire is a good idea. So Extravagant might be on something, but should we kindle this bonfire or should we go back to Firelink? And Firelink we get back here by trekking back through warping. Kindle this one? You sure? Okay. Went to my appointment 2 days ago. That's good to hear. Mental health is more vastly important than people will ever give it credit for. You know? People are like, oh, if you hurt your arm, like, broke your arm, or like if you hurt your shoulder or something like that, you go to the doctor. Why is it when people like have like something that they're feeling mentally, they don't go to somebody about that? It's so important to look after that. Some degree, like figuring that out is important, I feel, but at the same point, it's one of those random things. A higher dosage of both ADHD and depressant meds. Oh, I do wish you the best, Quanchi, honestly. I think one thing that's important is having something to look forward to. If you can find something you genuinely feel like you're looking forward to, that could be a big thing. You may refer for therapy. That's important. Tore muscle in my shoulder 2 years ago. Still haven't went to the doctor. Kappa, go, go now. Go to the doctor's office. Break it down. I don't care. Go, do it. That's 2 years ago. It's probably too late, you know. Oh dang. I'm starting CBT Be short made myself. What's CBT actually? I'm not even sure. If you don't want to go into it, God, that's fair. All the support. Alright. We cannot kindle while hollowed. How do we unhollow? Oh yeah, we do this. We might get invited to someone's world now. But we're doing this game solo. I think that's the point about Dark Souls. If you have trouble with difficulty, you play with friends, and it kind of really, really makes it a bit easier to get through. Cognitive behavior therapy for my depression. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't mean it makes sense, but you know what I mean. Like, if you're having something like that, it makes sense to figure that out. Like, I've never heard exactly about CBT and stuff, but that, you know, mental health's usually important, guys. I think myself, I do think it'd be nice for me to go to something like that someday. You know, just figuring my own stuff out. Anybody that's like, you know, oh, I need to prove that I can beat all of these problems without having to go to a doctor. It's like, yeah, that's dumb. Don't be that guy. You know, if you can get help on these things, it's so much more refreshing to get an outside perspective. Like a therapy to help me appreciate the little things in life and my condition and negative thoughts being more constructive ones. Yeah, I often find when I feel as are you, Anchi? Thank you, mate. Oh. Nice, guys. I I lost my thought, but yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things that like even for myself, I think. How's the Dark Souls grind? It's going interesting. You have Dark Souls. Okay, we'll go back to Dark Souls, I suppose. I think it's something I'm gonna say this anyway. Like I think something I genuinely have a issue with is I keep wondering why I do anything. You know, what's the point? It keeps cropping up in my mind at least, and I'm gonna be honest about that experience. I think it's important to do something regardless, even if you think it might be going nowhere. It actually is, you know. I think streaming is helping me kind of figure, kind of like a decent thing for myself anyway. You know. I don't know how to put it. Either way, yeah. Not that it needs to go somewhere or anything. It's just I think what I'm getting at is like, in my own experience, yeah, lack of purchasing is real tough to deal with. In my own experience, it's anytime I try to commit to something, I'm kind of worried that I'm committing to the wrong thing. Like, if I commit to this thing, what if I would prefer to do this in life? What if I prefer to do that in life? What if I'm making the wrong decision? And then I get anxiety about indecision, then I get anxiety about even doing anything. What's the point? And then I get lost in that, and then I'm just a mess for a while, or that day, or for a long time. And I think what I've noticed is part of me kind of wants to grow as a person, try to feel like I can get past these things, you know? And I find outlets to do that in. And I have a lot of hobbies, and I have a lot of things that I feel give me a bit of purpose. I just have to remind myself to not think too negatively on these things. And I think that's important. Like, you know, oh, I'm not good at this thing that I put a lot of effort and passion into, you know, and then I feel bad about it. It's like, it's going nowhere. It's pointless. And I'm like, they're negative thoughts that I'm kind of going, no, that's not true. And this is something I take joy in doing, even if it's frustrating sometimes. I could take a break and enjoy it again. I don't know how to put it, but there's a lot of things like that. But usually, I always tell people I'm doing good because I usually am, because I find my way around these things and when I'm streaming, I'm usually in a good place in my mind. I wouldn't be streaming otherwise. I'd take a day off if I wasn't really. Streaming has been really good. You're starting to build a lovely community. I hope so. I'm glad my depression goes that far. Hey, it's depression can manifest in so many different ways, for sure. Absolutely. Having a lack of purpose, keeping from literally anything in your life. It's that is a mindset people sometimes develop. Yeah, for sure. Um, I think so. Anyways, yeah, I get crippled by my own indecision and my own like lack of purpose sometimes, but that's something I'm working past. You know, I think everybody has something they're trying to figure out, but there's definitely it's harder in some cases than others. You know, depending on a lot of factors. Okay, but I think it it's kind of like usually answer the question of like, am I doing okay? Usually, yeah, straight away, yeah, doing good. But I think it hopefully this is helpful. You know, just talking about my own experience. You know, and seeing that not everybody has it all figured out. You know, I don't. I think that's the more honest, you know, reality. Like, but at the same point, we try to figure things out. All right. Ah, yeah, kindling that bomb Piffin was a great idea, Gav. Ridiculous. Get out of here. You're too good at this game. Any advice you give, I'm gonna ignore it because it literally breaks the game and it's just unfair. Dark Souls doesn't stand a chance. Chad Extravagab over here. Chad Extravagab. Honestly, if you get emotes, I'd love to see it. Like I Shadagab emote, you know? Just like oh my god, I don't even know if that makes sense. The brain is a thing that has no explanation for the things it does. Absolutely. We are not everybody's wired to oh for feck's sake. You're kidding me. This is why I don't use humanity, like. Seriously, dude, I'm just trying to fight a boss. Get out of here. I let him heal, shit. Get out of here. Son. It's an NPC Vader? Okay. That makes me feel a little worse. Because I wanted to... I thought that was another player per se, but like, why was he healing right next to me? Yeah, another player wouldn't really do that. I sometimes get those people who ask why do I feel the way I do. They're so ignorant, honestly. You know? I think if anybody like truly is a bit self-aware, they'll notice that, you know, they have something that doesn't make them feel good or they have something off about it. I think if enough things in someone's life are going okay for long enough, they start to see life in like a perspective where they don't see that perspective, but at the same point, like I think anybody, if they have enough go wrong, can see the other side. But at the same point, things our brains are different. Humans are not all built to be perfect. We're all over the place. You know, even our brains can be different in a lot of ways. And it's like you think I've just like not a clue why this is. Nobody does. I've had lots of things that I've had to think about and work through. Strange that I never went to anything regarding like therapy or anything, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's handy is that your Grave Sword does toxic damage too. Get toxic off Invader before he died. Oh, nice. I'm also planning on moving permanently with Mom. Actually, kind of have to because of therapy. Uh, I see. I wish you the best of luck on everything you're in your life. Like feeling lost, not having things to look forward to, and all those kind of things can really add up. Like all of the small things add up. Hope everything like gets better. All right, we got 20,000 souls from that. We probably need to go back to Bomb Fiffin. Really looking forward to it all. That's good to hear. Like for sure. Okay, we were gonna fight a boss, but the NPC invader just came in, tried to wreck us. We wrecked him, and then we'll move on. Having hope, looking forward to even one thing is more important. Many people think, yeah, it's true. Two things that are hugely important that should not go overlooked: having a purpose in what you do, and having something to look forward to. And remember to take joy in the things that you do, and not just look at them negatively. But it's easier said than done, absolutely. Because that means I don't have to live with my dad, which is, I think I could say, the source of my depression. Yeah. Other people can have a huge influence on one's own mindset. It should not be underestimated. And I think I said this before, and it's harsh to say, but a lot of what makes us the way we do stems from the family we've had. A good, not always, but it can really, really have a strong influence in it. I think even... Sorry, I'm gonna fix the camera. To center it. My story's a little sad. Tissue if you care to hear. You don't... I feel nervous. You don't have to share anything too personal if you don't want to, Squanchy. You can keep it vague, you don't have to... But if you do want to, that's okay. Just... I don't know. I feel nervous even contemplating the idea of, like, letting you expose that kind of... If you want to, it's okay. Like, I don't know. Only do what you're willing to do, but at the same point, going over that can be an emotional experience. Like, I get that my mom caused me a lot of mental problems when I moved out. Things were much better. Yep. I didn't even know people were toxic in my life until I was away from them. I was so Stockholm Syndrome about it. There aren't any drawbacks if I tell it all. So fuck it, I'm going ahead. If you're sure, Squanchy. If you're sure. we can just chill here and play Dark Souls if you want it, as well. Alright, Brave Warrior. I don't know how much these are good for. 10,000. Perfect. 90. That's enough. I was wrong. I told all my close friends the story. Sounds like you're a storyteller, Squanchy. I find myself telling stories about coffee and other things, and I realized I kind of like doing that and stuff. Don't know if I'll ever write a full story, but, I guess I consider you guys close friends? Really? Wait, what? We try to be a chill community, like, here. I've noticed sometimes people come into chat and they have like an agenda that they want to or to push sometimes, and I kind of like try to, you know, reasonably like calm them from that agenda sometimes, but I think most of the time it's very chill here. You could do a little book of coffee stories. Would you guys buy it? Yeah, honestly, I need to do more YouTube. I want the channel to grow. I'm at that point where I'm like, feck it. Feck it. Well, we could grow this channel. But it wouldn't be as tightly knit community. I don't know how to put it. I don't know, I could still always have conversations on Discord. Ugh. I'm kind of torn. But it's not like it's going to grow out of control or anything like that. That's what I worried about. See, I worry about things like ridiculous amounts. Ah, man. But putting stuff on YouTube should be fun, and more people might come into the streams and say hello. You know? But I'm okay with that. For now. So here we go. Okay. Ah. Weakness holding with both hands. I like the element of sharing information with other people in the game. Like, this game sets up to be very, very, you know, dependent on... Not very dependent, but, like, sets up situations where, like, if you don't know what's going to happen. And that kind of brings together the community of the multiplayer element. So if you... multiplayer element of this game is very clever in that way. Like, oh yeah, around this corner you could get bodied by this guy, or... you know, all that stuff. It's way too long. Okay, I'm going back to storytelling. It's way too long. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Just feel free to chill. It's in a Google Doc through Discord. There's no stress on doing so, Squanchy, honestly. As long as you're doing good, and if you want to talk about and vent about a few things, that's fair. There's no stress on telling the story, you know? I could tell my life story, but people... people get the impression that, like... Yeah, not the impression, but... I don't know how to put it. There's nothing wrong with doing it, but at the same point, it's just like, it would go on for a while, and... I'm gonna focus on the game for now. Just chilling out, like... I know that. I just don't feel like clogging up the chat with it. BRB. Alright, Squanchy. So, Catpaw, coffee stories. Gotta get groceries. That's fair. Thinking about making a video of just coffee stories, putting it on YouTube out of context. I think that'd be clever. Like coffee stories. They're so bad sometimes. That's probably what makes them fun. We actually have better helmet too, so we can do this. Oh, I should have healed afterwards. Dang it, I'm not smart. Gravelord Nito is going to get wrecked though, because we have like a ridiculously good weapon. Which is his sword. And it's so quick! So strong! What the heck? Why does this sword's busted, man? And the other sword that I didn't use earlier, what was it called? The big sword. I forget what it's called, but it's that one's kind of crazy good too. Oh no, he can grab! Excuse me, sir. I would like to have my being back. He's not gonna wreck me. Wimp boss. Yeah, wimp. As long as you kindle that bomb Fiffin, it's over for him, like. For such a, like, spooky looking boss, they didn't do much. Yeah, I expected that kind of crazy attack. But I should have got away further. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, that one sucks. But it comes with a scream, right? Yep, every time, but what? I didn't get away! Oh, and now he's doing the explosion thing again. At least it kills the skeletons, you know? Hey! Why did I reach so far? What the heck's your dude deal? Smacking and whacking and hacking and bracken. Bracken through all the skeletons, breaking down this guy's bone clump. That's all he is, it's the bone clump of Skelly Boys. Oh no. No, no! Like, why didn't they use skeletons with armor on them? Not toxic! Does that last after death? I doubt it does. I got stuck between some stalactites. Or stalactites or stalact... You know, like, there's ones from the ceiling there, and the other ones from the ground are called different things. Are they both called stalactites? I don't know much about cave stuff. I don't know, I mean, yesterday's was having a cat... having a cat nap in it. That's not allowed. Oh. Honestly, I'm actually glad I put up the pet photo section in the in the Discord. Oh, it's fun. Oh my god. It's goofy seeing animals. I know it's all cats. I had a prediction it would be all cats. So many floopy kittens. Especially your cat, like the cat going like this, looking down like this isn't even my final form. Yeah, it's surprising. You have like a cat that's like almost entirely yellow. Not ginger, but yellow. This is like rare. Yeah, Ruby, it's great. Oh man. That's Honey? Ruby and Honey. I've noticed cats have these behaviors that are like quite common amongst cats. Like they have there's one thing they do, it's a loaf. It's called the loaf position, where like they tuck in their, you know, arms like this. And they just kind of rest on their arms like... It's funny. BRB, gotta go show them around the store? Okay. Nice, okay. They do not loaf. Excuse me. I do knock things off tables without purpose, though. Without any reasoning, so there may be that. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. Proof is right there. Anyways, Cat Pod, do me a favor. Work the word croissant into showing someone around the store. Just do it. Just work the word croissant in. I don't know why. It'd be so confusing. Because that's a difficult word to work into stuff. Probably too late to... Probably already showing the person around the store. That's such an odd challenge. And here we have the croissants. I mean, devices that we sell here at the store. Direct everything in the store in relation to where the nearest croissant is. And you see, this is at least 20 paces from the nearest croissant, and this over here is like 17 paces from the croissant. And if we walk over here, we're talking, 5'8", average height, paces. But depending on your height difference, there may be slightly less paces. And here's the pace equation. Pace times height divided by... divided... I can't. Divided by the sum of average of pace height, and we get the formula of paces. Every store needs a croissant, just so you can locate everything. The croissant goes all like green and stuff. Alright, we're out. Gravelord Nido doesn't seem that hard because we have a good sword and plenty of heals. But yeah, you're right, I have to avoid the big skellies. Otherwise I get wrecked. Because them by themselves they're scary, like. They're scarier than Gravelord Nido sometimes. And that's a boss. It's kind of a big war of attrition element here. If you just have the right stuff, you're good. But I feel like I'm pretty strong now because of all the stuff we have. Twilight Skirmish and Needed Crossfire. So, you know it, guys. Oh! Get out of there! That is such a good attack to use to get damage, like, he just stays there forever. No, not this again. Seriously, how do I even get out of the way of that? See, I'm this far away and it doesn't work. Next time I'm just going to attack when he does that. Like, screw it. But if I'm up close, I'll probably get more damage. I'll heal, then attack. Clever. The worst feeling when the boss opens up and you just don't have the stamina to hit them. I rolled twice by accident. I hate rolling twice by accident. Get him in the leg. How did I end up with his sword? Like, he has a sword. I have a sword. Everybody has a Gravelord sword. They're a dime a dozen. You just buy them in a store nearby. It's only 70 paces from the nearest croissant. How far away am I now? Am I far enough away? Oh wow, we actually got out of the way of that. Incredible. Okay, that attack sucks. The screamy one. Alright, getting stuck in the stalactites is the worst part of this, so I gotta be careful of that. Oh no, big boy skellies! Are you kidding? Oh, they're getting bodied! Or the scream helped with that. But that sucks, that they're now after me. Just got a lot of jobbers. That's just make it awkward, like. Oh, they're not the doggo skellies, which actually are way more ridiculous, I feel. As long as they're not doggo skellies, like. Oh my god, seriously? I can't move around here at all. It's over. It was a good run. And he's gonna scream, and I'm gonna get hurt. I'm going in. Get him in the leg! Or somewhere. Okay, Art Sword Dance is bull. Which one is the sword dance, by the way? Oh man. It's an interesting boss, I guess. I don't know, I feel like The concept is very basic, but it works out. If the Doggo Skellies were in this, most have never been completed ever. Good point. If there was Doggo Skeletons, I'd probably just go rip somewhere else. By the way, Doggo Skellies are like the strongest enemy I've ever seen, ever. The damage is absurd. And one attack can stun you into the next attack. Like, why is that a thing? Like, you're guaranteed to die sometimes against them if you just get caught. So yeah, don't get caught. Oh, there's the Doggo Skellies. I've returned. Welcome back, Squanchy. As the legend of grocery gotting got you some good grocerers. Groceries. We were measuring everything a second ago to the nearest croissant. This is only like 100 paces from the nearest croissant. I was just thinking you need to upload your VODs on YouTube. Could do that. It's just because of streaming like almost every day. It's hard to edit anything down into anything on YouTube. So I could put the VODs up there, but I don't know. It'd probably be boring. Would it be boring, guys? I don't know. Wouldn't be a bad idea though. The stronger the enemy is, the entire soul watch. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. Doggo Skeletons looks at you, and then your health bar is gone. It's just depleted from just even looking. Why are they so strong? Why do they hit so dang hard? Like, Graveyard Nito is a pushover as long as you have like all the stuff we have, which we do. So I keep saying that, and I died twice. Just don't run around the area because the big skeletons are the problem. Alright, let's go through the void. Reckon I should heal up first or heal up down there? I'm gonna heal up down there. Almost died to death, like. Wait? You're kidding! Yeah, we just need a compilation of those moments. That's all we need for YouTube. Because every death that just so many weird deaths actually throughout this playthrough. I'm not kidding. Like, you'd think they'd be one of a kind, but yeah, actually so many one of a kind ones. I think that might be anybody's playthrough as well in a sense, like. But so many of them have been hilarious, like. That happened, I missed it. Reasons like that is fun ones. You didn't even see it, Squatchy. It wasn't legendary enough. But oh no, you missed the legend of the most legendary fall to death that has ever happened in the history of Dark Souls. I'm sorry, Squatchy, but you might have to watch the VOD later to see what it was. I do actually back up all my Twitch content on Twitch. But nobody really comes here to watch, like, people come here to watch live content. That's why people are here, like. But I back up all my VODs anyway on Twitch, just in case. So, like, my whole library of, like, playthroughs is here. I missed a few videos here and there. Early playthroughs with Haunch and Extravagant were missing, unfortunately. They're some of the best stuff, though. My hair was a lot longer back then. I said back and longer at the same time. It turned into banger. How somehow? My hair was a lot longer back then. Like, it was funny. All right, it might go back that way again someday. See, reasons like this is. Yeah, okay, you make a good point. But what if I'm not good at listening? Doing a Holy Grail playthrough of Diablo 2? I've never played Diablo, but Holy Grail playthrough, is that like a challenge and stuff? That sounds very interesting anyway, like. I've seen some Diablo 2, but never really played it. I think maybe I just seen Diablo 1, maybe 2. I'm not sure which one it was, actually. Okay. Play D2 on stream. If anybody wants to recommend any stream games for me to play, I have a recommendations spot in the Discord. You know? I do listen to recommendations. Uh, it's just not... That section's not often used, like, I won't be disappointed. Okay. Sounds like fun, to be honest. Get out of here, Skelly boys. You just have the skeleton. I actually really like that animation. Like, look at that. Just the legs and then the top half comes back. I can't say the animations in Dark Souls is bad, like, at all. Especially the reviving the skeletons, like, that's amazing. Alright, Grave Lord, push over. I keep calling him that and then I die. Why am I one-handing this? Get out of here. Like, I don't know how to two-hand. Get wrecked, son. The one-handed meta strat, you know? You keep a hand open just for punching the boss. Just hero getting loaded on Sunny D. Yeah, I'm DPS racing this boss. That's what I'm doing now. Get out of here, son. Got nothing. Alright. This is getting weird. No big skelly boys. That's all we had to do, really. Oh no, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. I mean, I was going to get hurt, but I was hoping, like, if you said stand dead close, I thought it might do the more damage. That's what I was worried about. Alright, that thing is ridiculous. That ground stab thing, ridiculous. Okay, wreck Nito. Didn't even need the extra. Okay, I didn't need the extra flask, but that was fun. This freaking sword is ridiculous. Like, we were playing with just average swords, and we didn't even use good ones throughout the game mainly. Although Zappy 2-pick was amazing, and we can still upgrade this even more, which is the crazy part. Like, you can break the game kind of if you know what you're doing. Not that I knew what I was doing at all. Oh man, I feel too strong. Weird. Ooh, shield. It's actually not bad. I mean, the weight of it's not bad. What? What? It never breaks. I mean, the Night Shield I still prefer, I think. Alright. Remember to do two-hand? Sorry, Gav. I just remembered to have, like, after a few attacks. Holy Grail playthrough is where you collect every unique set item in the game. What? Wow. Basically create the God file playthrough. I like it. Also, every rune and rune word. Thanks for the GGs, Gav. Yeah. Yeah, Graveyard Needle's not that bad. If you just have enough flasks and, like, good equipment, you're good. I kind of wonder how challenge runs of Dark Souls goes. I guess you abuse everything of all your knowledge of the game to make sure you win, like. And that's part of it. Like 500 plus Holy Grail items? Jeez. That's a lot. I'm guessing you're a huge fan of, like, Diablo in that sense. There's a game called Hades that seems pretty good too. I don't know if that, like, that's a top-down, but, like, I kind of like dark fantasy games. I think there's, like, something about them that's kind of charming. There are even stronger weapons out there. Excuse me. If you have the knowledge, you can kind of bend this game over your knee. I guess that's why challenge runs are exciting. I did not kill her. Stop asking me to kill her. It's harder not to kill her, so we're going to do the other way. We're going to do it the right way. Stop it. Let's murder Guinevere talk. 10% of them have 20k drop odds? What? What's... Is that like really low? Oh my god, 20k drop odds. I can't even... Like, what is that in percentage-wise? I'm guessing 20k is in like 0.0002? Bomb Pippin! There's one here too? Bonfires everywhere. So I'm gonna be like there for about 3 to 4 years trying to get them all? No way! Scotchy! I hate to say it, but maybe the Holy Grail playthrough is actually like getting the Holy Grail in IRL. Like, the Legend of the Holy Grail is conquerors and people search for the Holy Grail for years. The Holy Grail is to grant any wish one would ask if you drink out of it. But many perished, and it was never found to be true. Anyway, I'm just thinking about the legend itself, but yeah, it's crazy. 2 people have done it. No! Why would... Scotchy, do you want to be the 3rd person? I mean, the way I look at it is, if I'm going to spend a lot of time on a video game, I like getting better at it, you know, I like upgrading skill. It's one of the reasons I really like fighting games, or even like platformers and stuff like that. Like Mario Maker, Mega Maker, you can always get better at the skill and stuff. Those are kind of games I pour a lot of time into. As long as Styles is still exciting to play through, like, you know. It might sounds like it could get repetitive though, like I don't know. Oh well. If you have fun doing it, that's the best part. Well, the ring you need the catacombs somewhere, so killing her is far easier to unlock the secret boss. In the catacombs somewhere? Tag you, Gav, with your vagueness. Alright, let's level up. And don't like when Gab gets all vague on us, like. Yeah, we can actually upgrade endurance until we can wear all Havel armor. That'd be nuts. Do we even need all Havel armor? How much better is Havel armor than what I'm wearing right now? Havel seems to be my favorite armor, it seems. 53 defense. How much does this weigh compared to what? Okay, I see. Havel armor is actually a good deal better than what we have. But that would push it up to 60. Therefore, we need 120 to get a proper running speed out of it. Elite Knight armor is better in most cases. What is the crystalline armor? It gives me more physical defense. I mean, Crimson Robe, it's done as well. You know what? It's fine. We don't need to bother with defense. All we need is to be buff. Killing Guinevere is easier, and the cutscene that follows is cool. I can watch the cutscene on YouTube. We could just pop off to YouTube for a sec. Pipped. It's not like I'll be out of school by the time I get 80% through the grind. Okay. Honestly, it's whatever you enjoy as a gamer. Like, I know myself, as much as I like playing new games, some of the games I've enjoyed in the past have been just such fun to go back to, you know? That's why I like playing retro games on stream on Thursdays is what I do, but I'm thinking about mixing it up a bit, you know, play more retro games. You can if you want. I mean, it works, right? We get both situations. Alright, Gav. It's just easier, faster to kill a result. As much as I like exploring in Dark Souls, I wouldn't mind getting a little guidance on where the next boss is. Up to yourself, though. Paladin stuff. Paladin is such a broken class in everything Paladin is in. Like, great DPS, great armor, great healing, like, or good healing. Like, Paladin is too good in anything. I have 18 hours of game time, and I started a week ago. Only 18? Okay. I say only 18. Get back to me when you have like 1,800, you know? I'm kidding. It's Paladin armor is... I'm not saying Paladin armor is broken, but Paladin class in anything, including like RPs, including video games and anything, is just broken. It's always broken. It's just, the idea is too broken. You basically have a tank that can heal itself. That alone is broken and does good damage, like. So. I was actually thinking the other day that I might actually start to try something out. So I'm wondering if you're interested. Probably asking this on stream is goofy. I'll probably ask you some other time. Maybe we can ask now. It's actually all the same. Remember the killed centipede demon in the boss area? After him, you warp to the Daughter Chaos bomb fight Finn. You make your way to his boss room. You can proceed from there. Okay, so we can warp straight to Daughter Chaos. Right. We got 50 pages full of items in the stash. What? So I have a decent chunk of the items needed. Fair. I think it's fun to go back over games I played in the past because it introduces the stream to games that like are forgotten about, you know? Rare gems. One of my favorite rare gems of a video game that is so is so underappreciated is called Alundra for PS1. It's an amazing game. I've been trying to get friends to play it, but nobody seems to. Ask me on Discord if you need to. That's fair. Honestly, it's basically, I used to do D&D. I used to be the DM. I prefer to be a DM than a player, always. And I like balancing the game around improving the combat of D&D. I do that all the... Like, I nerf some things and buff some things. I guess what I'm trying to say is... Or not buff some things, but, you know, I try to make it interesting. But... I guess what I'm trying to say is, I've been thinking about doing Discord D&D. I just need a couple of friends to do that with. But, I don't know who's interested. That's genuinely what I'm getting at, like. But it'd probably be close friends first of all and everything, I don't know. I am back! Welcome back, Capo. In the Moogle suit. Legendary. Anyway, the whole RP thing is something I could try to get Haunch interested in, because he used to play RPs. Could get non-bank interested, Gab interested. Maybe? Your game? Yay! Yeah, I just have to find a good day. Maybe Sunday is a good day for it. And yeah, I really enjoy doing RPs. Like, something I enjoy doing is trying to get better at is just basically doing voices and making up like believable characters in the universe. I'm not great at it yet. I'm actually alright at it, but I want to get better at that too. But I've been told the RPs I've done with people are good, so that'd be fun. I'm glad you're game for it, GrabRev. Just have to figure out a good day for it and everything, and just do it every now and then. That'd be fun. Discord makes it awkward. That's the part, but you know, because of COVID and stuff, like something I definitely can get around to doing properly. Rarest item I found was Ohm Rune, which is 780 drop rate. Yay. I don't know if I'd be the kind of person to do a Holy Grail myself. Wow, it's like, that's like shiny hunting. That is very like shiny hunting in Pokemon. Crazy odds. And you keep at it anyway. I'm excited. I'm glad. It's something I do like doing for sure, and I actually go out of my way to like to study the rule books to try to make something out of it. Like, but the thing is, I'm not a strict person on story. I'm always about like whatever the characters engage with, and that's what way it goes. So it's all character driven. Like whatever the characters find interesting. So I put up a bunch of like interesting ideas, and whatever the characters like to do, they do. Like they could go questing, they can go be detectives, they can go fix corruption, they can go, you know, all that stuff. Whatever they want to do. And then I'm not strict either on the characters sticking together. A lot of RPs require like a party always. I'm like, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. It does make things slow down a little bit, but I'm cool with it. Alright. Okay. There's this way, and there's that way. There's left, and there's right. Which one is diagonal? Where do we go from here? Diablo seems like a fun game to play someday. I know myself that I probably, if I take suggestions, it's very likely I'll play it once off, but if I do enjoy it, I'll probably do a bit of a playthrough, you know? Depends. Up? Up we go! Into the spider eggs. Yes, yes, cat paw. Question mark? Reinforce Estus Flask. We don't have any souls for that. Let's have a chat. Good chat. Like, Enter Covenant is so mysterious because you never know what you're getting yourself into. Except for Gravelord's one. That one works pretty helpfully. Alright. Thanks for the guidance, Extravagav. Yeah, you know, like, it's one of those things that I do get lost and I'd be wandering forever. I just hope it keeps the... Like, I think it makes the stream more interesting to not get lost, you know? To keep going. But other than that, everything else is, like, all on me, which is good. I wouldn't want guidance on how to beat bosses ever, like... Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked, son. Sorry. I'm not getting wrecked. Am I going the right way? I hope I am. Are we going the right way, Chad? Does anybody feel like we're going the right way? I don't know anymore. Yeah, we're going the right way. Up, yes. I'm glad you know this game inside and out, Catpaw. I always take your advice on everything. But then I realize you're always wrong, and then you need to be banned from chat. So it's a tit and tat, you know, tit for tat. Why do I speak words? Good. It's Elto podcast today. It's always podcast. Excuse me, like. You're giving me directions while podcasting the stream, like. It's downstairs? Gotcha. I was gonna go back to here, to Bombhoof and to get rid of that guy. 500k drop rods. That is way more rare than shiny hunting, like, what the heck? Oh my god. That is insane, Squanchi. Look, if you enjoy Diablo that much, that's amazing. You know? Really hard to direct you around this area, it's a bloody maze. Alright. We'll stand still for a moment and do your best to create a quick description. Or like a solid description. Like, down the stairs to the right, you know, like you're directing somebody around a town. Let's see if we can actually do directions correctly for once. Because every time it's been like, no. So I won't move. Alright. Walk back to the bonfire. Okay. It's like every time we try to do directions on stream, it just never works. So I made a mistake somewhere, clearly. Alright, keep going down the stairs. Is that the next direction? Alright, I'll wait. We'll wait. Alright, we're at the bunk system first. Okay. Sorry. My throat gets dry sometimes during streams. I'm like, I'm not built to talk this much. Like, normally I'm kind of like, am I a quiet person IRL? No, actually not too much. Depends on the conversation, like. The unique ammo piece is bound to only have 50k drop rate. Oh wow. Guanchi, you're dedicated. I give you all of the props for that. For sure. Down the lift first, okay. There's a delay on the stream that's hard to predict sometimes. It really is, you know? It feels like it's 3 seconds, but it's more like 8 to 10 sometimes. It depends on the day, depends on like everything. Oh yeah, we're streaming at 720p today as well, not 1080. I think I might do permanent 720 for a while because I've had like lack of stream quality options on 1080 for some reason. Kind of random, but we'll do 720 for a bit because, you know, on certain tablets 1080 doesn't work, and if there's no quality options, we're stuck. But it's 1 in 10 chance you get the specific item. Okay. I have no idea exactly how Diablo works. Like, when people tell me about video games, I kind of have to play them to kind of get like a feel for certain things. Alright, we're down the lift anyway. Down the stairs. All the way down the stairs. Like, how far down the stairs are we going? Okay. Is there stairs this way? There's 2 stairs. Which stairs? Alright. Now, is it this stairs or the other stairs? Or does it matter? We're doing good dances right now. Look at these moves! This is the new craze, guys. This is the new dance. This is the new moves. He's gonna take over TikTok. Yep, down the stairs. Okay. Okay, we went that way last time, and you didn't like that, so I'm guessing this way. Got it. I remember. I rememberize. That's right. Alright. I hate to say it, Extravagant, but your directions are goofy. Head to that room. I'm like, wait, what? What? That room? But they work. I'm just like, oh no, it's just cracking me up. We need the good pleats. Or the ring. Oh, we already have the ring on us. We never took it off. We started running before I could start. I'm just goofing. Don't worry, Gav. Mimicry ahead? There's no mimic here. I don't see this area's not opening up. Alright. Just casually trolling just in lava. I really appreciate the help, of course, Gav, like, as always. path ahead is left of the area where you entered. Okay. Alright. So we went the wrong went to the wrong side of the area. Navigating Dark Souls is something in itself, I feel. Like, I would genuinely get lost a lot. And then I'd overpower up. That's literally what I'd do. If I got lost, I would just power up to hell and back. So I could one-shot everything. And then... that's what I'd do. That's literally what I'd do if I was lost constantly. I'd overpower up. And then... it would be easier to get lost because everything would die easily. Wouldn't have to deal with all of the stress. Okay, we did it! We did it! Thank you! Thank you, it's our Gab. Woo! Gab's a shy DPS. Scotchy, my god. that's very savage of you? I don't know. Oh man. When you kill the next boss, you'll have 3 of the 4 Lord Souls. I need to get to Gwyn. Be ready for DLC, I reckon. I am offend. Gotcha. Loots. Alright, we got this. Is that a path? Or a giant burnt out snack in the lava? I'm gonna guess a path. Oh, we didn't rest at the bonfire. We just lit it. We should rest at the bonfire. What am I doing? Dun, 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 dun. I'm kind of considering this, but it's a bad idea, I think. All right. How many active subs is at the moment? I think there might be like 15 active subs, maybe 16. Because Haunch keeps gifting subs, I'm gonna kill Haunch. I'm thinking about gifting 9 more to get the 3rd emote slot, but I don't know if that's a good idea. When it's unlocked, it stays unlocked. That's the thing. What are those? Oh god. No. No, I don't want any of this. This is like when you get bored in Unity or like any 3D engine and you just go enemy spamming. You know, you build an area and you're like, feck it, I'm bored. I'm gonna just spam enemies everywhere. And this is what happens as a result. Demon dinosaur butts absolutely everywhere, like, greed. P Cool emote's not going anywhere though, that's a great one. I don't know when people use it, it's just fun to use, I think. You don't need to fight any of them. Got you, crazy fella. Lava is my friend, okay? But yeah, like, it is true. Auto salute is great. I'm glad. It's getting a lot of use lately. I'm happy that it worked out. Sing it a lullaby? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Am I blah, 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 blah. That was Celine Dion, if anybody couldn't tell. You know, it was beautiful. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Or not stuck, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get copyright claimed for that being so accurate. Like it's working. We should continue in that case. They're all asleep right now. It was beautiful. There's people in chat, I'm not gonna say who actually want me and Haunch to do a karaoke stream. Literally, that's DMCA claims if I ever heard it. Like, I mean, we could do 8-bit tracks and sing along to 8-bit tracks. Kappa, no. Do you think me and Haunch singing would actually be a pleasant experience? I really gotta correct you on that one. Like, I can play an instrument, but I can't really sing. Although I do enjoy trying. It's just, I just can't sing that well. And I'll probably like sing in a meme voice if I ever have to, like, because it's easier. Do a community Discord stream, no DMCA there. That's fair. That's fair. But why would we do such things? Me and Hotch are not doing a karaoke stream. But 8-bit tracks would work, you know? We could just find the lyrics and sing along to 8-bit stuff. Seriously, this is Unity enemy spam. I've seen it. The second part of this game, the creators are just like, alright, we'll have 3 lava bosses, and a bunch of enemies, and this, and this. It feels a little like they were confused about how to fill out the content. But Dark Souls is a great game overall, like. I like the area, it's cool looking, but also kind of goofy. By the way, hold up second sky. Okay. My hands are up in the air, I don't know what you... I don't know. I didn't do anything, Lobster. There's no alcohol in my blood. Blood in my alcohol, sorry. I like double reverse that in my brain. Okay, what's up? What's up, Gab? This is a hold up. Gab, put your hands in the air. Okay. Like you just don't care. Haunch said it was a great idea when we mentioned it. No, Haunch doesn't know what a good idea is. He'll just say everything's a good idea. That's Haunch. He'll just agree to do anything. If you told Haunch to wear, like, I don't know, a bikini on stream, he'd probably do it. You know, that's Haunch. It's not me. No, you know what's a great idea? If you got a paddle pool and did a hot tub stream. You think I should? From where you are now, roll off the edge. Behind the wall where you land is an invisible wall. Okay, which edge are we rolling off of? There's probably some red text here somebody placed that says secret. Secret. You're doing a hot tub stream? When? What? No. I was talking about Haunch. The cat policy. No, we're not. No. This one, okay. Where's the invisible wall? Here. This game's a troll. This game is like, except it's not a troll because it gives you messages when you have online. But if you didn't have online, if you did not have online play, how long would that take to figure out? Like, seriously. I swear, it's so. This game is funny. This one, I'll mention it to CY. Don't you dare. We don't need cyborging and support. Like, oh, that idea. That's the thing. There has been male streamers, that have done hot tub streams that like, they actually get punished harder. Like some of them got punished for doing hot tub streams, while like a lot of hot tub streams that females do are okay. I don't know how to put it, but which has some bias. Not how much. Not sure. Like actually, I'm not sure. This boss needs that bounce weapon, otherwise run back is brutal. Yeah, I heard about that. It makes 0 sense. It does make 0 sense. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it shouldn't matter at all. Imagine how brutal it was to play the Prince of Persia game in the early 90s. I actually played through Prince of Persia. I didn't find it that bad. Secret Walls though, or something. Did I beat Prince of Persia? I don't know if I actually beat it, but I saw a friend play through it. Like, well. All right, so there's a bug fifth in here. That's what that's about, right? So it's not actually like a secret that you need. That's cool. As long as you don't need it to progress. It'd be so trolly otherwise. Alright, where are we going? Where to next? Where is progress? I have no idea where progress is. Hiding around here somewhere. Progress is a hide. Like, it is... it's hiding away from us. I'm actually not sure where to go now. Crazy. Oh. Oh no. And you! Big Dinobot guy's after us. Are they hard to beat up? I do wonder. We could get XP off of them if they're not that hard to beat up, like. I'm going that way. We're going that way. We're going past all these Dinobots. Probably no way past these dinos. What is this part of the game? Alright, I gotta say, they needed to spend longer on this part of the game. At least, that's how I feel right now. Proceed straight from the Brompiffin. This is absolutely the worst part of the game. This part was rushed through production. Yeah, as I said, there's enemy spam that feels like Unity enemy spam. Like, a better enemy to put here is like flying enemies. Flying enemies to hit you while you're in the lava, rather than these guys that stomp at you that are easy to dodge and just look kind of messy when you see a lot of them. I don't know how to put it, but also the Ares layout could be better. It just feels like it was rushed, alright, to meet the deadline. Yeah, it for sure feels like that. So, like, it's okay, but it's kind of like, you know, compared to the rest of the game, kind of low. Like, weaker than a lot of areas. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt. It's like, it's not up to the standard the game usually sets itself. At all, like. I mean, if these guys rolled around in the lava, I wouldn't be surprised, because they literally are statue-esque, you know? So they should be able to go through lava themselves. And it's weird walking around the lava. It's fun, but it's also really strange. Like, you can take damage from regular fire, but lava? Hell no. Hell no. Lava's nothing. Like, lava's just like... You know, you take a you know, an oven tray out a little too fast. That's lava. Oh god, what the... What the... That is actually terrifying. The frick? I've never seen this enemy in my lifetime. Even when I saw some people briefly play through this, like, what the... Alright, I'm gonna do other things now. Bye all. Alright, yeah, best of luck at everything. Quan Chi, thanks for hanging out today. Hope you have a good day. Have a good one. Oh, I missed! Excuse me, but Jesus. Oh yeah, your lava hurts, but the regular lava doesn't. Sorry, just the logic is messing. Stop bonking the wall. Jesus. Ugh, that's so unlucky. I got double tapped, like, got hit and I got hit again. Oh no, 5 flasks. Ugh, yuck. Chucky. Don't like that. All Brompiffins should be 10 flasks now. If you do not agree, you will be timed out from the channel. Because I do want to go back to get, like, more flasks. But that's just extra effort in running around, like. What am I not agreeing with? Well, if you weren't listening, I can't help you there, Capcom. That record of timeouts is just, nope, not getting any higher. Fine. Hit over here. Oh my god, that attack is so linear. Just hit him. Get him. $16,000 souls to lose. Ah, whatever. Let's go. We don't worry about stuff. Stuff is not worth worrying about. What the heck? I guess we'll keep the orange charred ring on for now. Good luck. I can't. Leg. What? What the heck is this gameplay right now? Da 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 da. Alright, Branches McGee. Get over here so you can get wrecked. Alright, I hope you... Why? Oh, man. Dude. Dude, what the heck was that? That was disgusting. Alright. Like, I'm okay when games give you a chance, but when you can get double tapped like that, it just feels so cheap. When you in a chance, you just got double tapped, like. Doesn't matter how much health you have, double tap. Dude's got hands for days. He just threw hands and then that was it. Well, there's no coming back from that. Now you say throw hands, but he's more like throwing branches. But he's throwing them, and there's just death on the other side of that. So the best we can do is to stay out of that range, but that range was incredible. So what is the strat here? Wait until he swings hands? But if I wait back, he'll probably have this weird long range attack that like hits me and messes me up anyway, so I'm at a loss. How the heck do you hurt this guy? Alright, we'll figure it out. But that seemed right cheap, like you uber long range, hits you twice and you're dead, like no matter what. Alright, we'll try. Okay. It's sounding real salt. This part's amazing. You know, they could have turned this into a whole like Kingdom Hearts type jungle section. I don't know. What else does this remind me of? Snowboarding games? Ultimate modes. On point, I guess. You know? What is that range? Excuse me, that is... What is this game? If I was a sorcerer right now, I'd be laughing. I'd be laughing at sorcerer. Or if I had a bow, because apparently he doesn't do any long range attacks. I'm just gonna chill here and drink some coffee. Alright, this boss is weird. Very weird. I can already tell. He just keeps spamming hands, like he has no other attacks. Okay, that's a different attack. What is this? Oh, excuse me, sir. It seems you have an illegal branch back here. We must detain you for further questioning. Right. Alright, clearly you're not supposed to challenge his hands. Your actions to go around the side. Those hands were just too good. I just knew it. But, same point, I didn't know what the heck's going on here. What is this? He's made of dry wood, and there's fire everywhere. He's in the wrong place. Oh wow, he's manipulating fire now. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. A tree boss that manipulates fire. Well, excuse me. While pieces of the ground disappear. What the frick? His name is Bed of Chaos. What is happening? Is he in charge of all the trees around the place? Is that the lore behind this guy? Okay, that was insane. He feels like he's in the wrong place in the game, though. Am I wrong about that? Like, it feels like they added lava elements to a tree boss instead of like putting him in a forest area. I'm not judging if that's what they wanted to do. This is supposed to be the Witch of Isolde, Godmother of Piracy. Okay, that explains it. That explains it altogether. If there's lore behind it, it's all good. I'm not judging. I like looking at things from a slightly more game design perspective, like what was the game developer thinking here? You know? Even though I probably like should just accept it, I kind of like questioning things. There's so many trees here that are not on fire as well, so I guess it all makes sense. Like all these trees are somehow like non-flammable. Yep, there's a lot of trees in lava. Alright, sorry. I'll stop trying to use logic in the way that I'm trying, because I'm just sounding like a butt. Let's just have fun. He tried to reignite the first flame, but it backfired, birthing the Chaos Flame, which spawned demons and transformed her into the Bed of Chaos. Oh, cool. The Bed of Chaos apparently looks like is a tree, but all the same, that's pretty cool lore. As long as there's a good lore reason to explain all of this, like, it's all cool. The Sorcerer guy never came back, so that was like a once-off fight. Alright. The idea of this boss seems do the first two sides and then get to the middle. That's what I'm assuming is the strat. Alright. Tricky though. But we are fast enough to do this. My helmet just clipped the tree. Amazing. It stays at the very outside, but I'm probably gonna get slapped by some branches. Hey! Floor's falling apart now? Without even having to do anything? Excuse me? Oh no, that jump! Each side saves. Do I need to go there for the side now? Oh, wow. Did not expect that. That is very interesting. It's almost like if the game remembers such a thing like that, why doesn't it remember for other bosses? It's almost like you keep coming back to the same boss and they're just like, you again. How many tries has this been? And aren't seeing this more like, I think it's been like 57, but it keeps doing it anyway. But yeah, I guess. 5,700. How many times was the Ornstein Small fight on the stream? Like, it was probably like a lot. Don't be tired. Don't be tired. Not loud. Streamers must be super alert at all time. Streamers cannot get tired. Not allowed. Like, there's streamers out there that do like 24-hour streams and like 12-hour streams and all that stuff, and I'm like, that's madness. But after I do like 4 hours, I'm willing to do like 5 hours sometimes, you know? I think you just fall into it, like. Hmm. When I'm not streaming, then I just gotta like. Yeah, I do normal life things. Fair. Hmm. I think if I stream one or two less days a week, I could actually cut down some content for YouTube more often. Because it feels like every time I finish a stream, like I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Like it's one of those things that I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm not that good at editing content, so it takes me a while. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh, sorry. Other path. Oh, gee. Gee, Willikers, Backman. Backman. It's Backman. Bejeebus. Excuse me. I would like some floor, please. Is that allowed? I think the structural integrity of your house is in question. Oh, we should do something about that. Alright, is there a good way to jump across here that's not like butts? Maybe there, I guess. Alright. Stop bodying me while I wreck your home. Nice! I don't know what this boss is about, but they're getting shreked. The later bosses, you're right, Gav, like, the first bosses in the game feel better than the later bosses, but the DLC bosses are probably a lot of fun too, though. I hear the last boss is crazy, though, so that's gonna be fun. Oh, I can't pause. I can't pause, I was trying to... There's no pause in Dark Souls. It's like an online game that way. Holy... I have a ring that protects me from lava that doesn't, you know, protect me from fire damage in general. I'm just goofing. The logic is funny. Alright, we have one that does boost fire defense, though. Miracle energy boosts counter attacks when trust. Can we warp back here? I don't know if we can warp back to this location. Because I want to get extra Estus flask. Estus flask, like. But I think it's a good idea to challenge the boss a few more times, get the extra flasks, come back, try it again once we know what to do, right? Makes sense. Guys, I'm gonna take a short break, grab a caffeine. You know, feel free to do so yourselves, guys. Grab some snacks, do whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes. Man, this is crazy, by the way. I still don't understand what's going on with this boss. Dun, dun, dun. And we're back, guys. Raising wells. I keep saying every time I come back here. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to go fight that ridiculous tree boss again. Try not to fall down to every crack and crevice because the structure integrity of his home doesn't make any sense at all. And also, Kappa, no chair. You confirmed watch Stream with Eyes. You said it was just a podcast. How would you know if there was no chair? If you didn't use your eye sockets to viewing the stream, yeah. I said that right. That big brain. Can't underestimate it. Actually, but it's being goof. All right, it is podcast, but I'd like to see if you were gone. Edit to see if you're gone. Of course I'm gone. Anytime you hear like the Dark Souls ambience music, I'm always away then. And I said I was heading away. But yeah, it's funny. You only tune in for chair. That's literally it. That's just what happens. It's like, oh man, chairs in charge. Kappa only here when Cherrier is in charge. Ridiculous. I was gone too. I didn't know. Trying to make sense of that in my brain. Didn't work. By the way, I'm now half dead. What? What? Gav, can Gav explain that one? I know he's the most knowledgeable creature on the planet, but I don't think Gav can explain that one. Oh wow, the ring's not working. The ring broke? The ring is definitely not working. What happened here? Oh, I'm not smart. I'm not actually smart. Gav, help it what? Nothing. I swapped up my fire rings to stop taking fire damage from the boss. I forgot with the lava, and then walked into lava and died. So. You broke my ring. I didn't know such thing. We never got the cat ring. You wouldn't hand it over, Kappa. Alright, let's go. Cat ring is a thing. Don't worry about it, Gav, but thank you for your concern. I feel like I ask this all the time when Gav's in stream, like, how's the FF7 playthrough going, bud? But honestly, like, if you're playing something else, that's cool too. Patpaw's never finished FF7, but has watched playthroughs of FF7. And doesn't really know much, or, okay, you do know a lot about the story, but at the same point, like, I don't know how much you actually know, Kappa. You watch speedruns where the dialogue is all skipped past. I actually find that hilarious. I'm not kidding. Like, I know things, but at the same time, I know nothing. Yeah, exactly. I think you were like saying something along the lines of like, "Oh, that's that part," you know, like, you know, that speedrunners would rage at. Oh my god. Or like, well, I know what Aqualung is, but I don't understand what it is. That was funny. I was going to play it last night, but I had stuff to do. I'm hoping tonight. I'll work away. Like, it's a great game. If you need any advice, I'll always be like, I can always respond in Discord, stuff like that, you know? If you need any of that advice. This boss feels so dumb. Ridiculous. Alright. Salt levels. They're getting a bit high now, you know? I don't know if the body can take the salt at this rate. think I'm right before leaving Midgard. Are you planning to start the game again, Catpaw? Midgarden. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is the worst boss in the whole series. Yeah. It's so dumb. Like, what is this? It's like a last-ditch effort to make an interesting boss, but they half-assed it. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's interesting, but not interesting, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. No, I wish Luck Dance guy enjoy the worst boss. Yay! Yay! Fun times. French fries. No, I want a fry surprise. I want to be surprised that there's even a fry amongst my salt. Okay, that's the way I like it. If I get a fry, that is actually like a freaking bonus. Be lucky if they tend. Wait, what? Be lucky if they 10 it as this boss. I don't know what's up. Like this, the lava section of the game just feels like, oh, we want a lava section, but we don't know what to do with it, so we just made some random bosses. Like, in a weird way, I feel like there should be less bosses in the lava section and ones that are more fleshed out and stuff. Either way, though, this boss here seems like it's well designed. From the appearance of it, the way the floor falls apart, some gimmicks kind of, but its overall enjoyment isn't really there, and it feels like it needs to be like rethought about and redesigned. I would almost like say if they were to put resources elsewhere, like take away one of the bosses you fight in the lava section and focus more on like other stuff. Like if they, but I guess what I'm trying to say is if they adjusted things that way, it would have worked out better, I feel. Alright, let's see if we can get past it, though. It's just throwing hands constantly, and I think the challenge is just to get past it. I'm not even sure if we have to fight it properly. Probably have to fight it. I don't know how this works. Fun. Fun game design. I got one-shotted. Okay, I wasn't on max health, but I wasn't too far off. It's ridiculous. What is this boss? Is genuine horror. More like genuine, like, ugh. More of a gimmick than a boss, I feel. Like, okay, if I get past the middle section of the boss, is that luck-based or is that, like, skill-based? Like, is there... It has to be skill-based, but I don't know how to approach it. Ah, man. There's plenty of bosses in the game that feel good to fight. This one does not feel good. And it could have felt good if they just readjusted and thought about it for a bit, I feel. You could always skip the deals to the DLC and do this boss later if you want. Nah. Shiny. Ugh. Like, we'll get through it. It's just, I don't know. You know what? There's an element of patience. It's like there's an element of trolling, like. If I knew a boss was designed like this and I was a game developer of Dark Souls, I would genuinely... Oh, what? I just thought about something. Man, it just feels like it's there to extend playtime in a way. Right? So if you didn't know where the Bonfifin was, in the lava area where the bonfire was, you'd literally walk back here. Take centuries to walk back here just to get bodied. That would be disgusting. That's not good game design, and that's not like tough game design. That's just trolly game design. I feel the element of patience. I think they should have put another bonfire here somewhere, or at the very least closer to the boss, to kind of make it more forgivable. Literally, that's why I had to tell you. I understand, Gad. Like it's interesting. Oh, and literally, yeah, the bonfire part. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, if I was developer, I would just genuinely go, yeah, we need to not do this. It is just going to make players mad. And anybody that forgives stuff like this is probably just like pushed it out of their mind, you know, forgotten about it. Like this alone feels like a few points lost. Not like out of 10, but like just, yeah. Dang. I like thinking about things from that perspective, like how the player feels, how the gameplay feels, how it is. But it's hard not to be biased once you're playing it and not looking at it from the outside sometimes. I don't know how to put it. But either way, I genuinely think they should have thought about that bonfire placement to end this boss entirely. Alright, let's see how it goes. This just feels like YOLO every time. Just run down, get wrecked, run down, get wrecked, run down, get wrecked, run down, win? Question mark? There has to be a strategy, but I don't want it spoiled, but I'm going to be here a while figuring that out. I hope you guys don't mind the honesty sometimes. Like, I don't mean to, like, be pooping on things or anything. I just like to digest and try to figure out what's up. Like, what the? What is going on? Why did the ground disappear? Excuse me, how do you fight this boss? What is the strategy? Alright, I know I say asking what is the strategy. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Because when I say what is the strategy, someone might tell me the strategy, but that's not what I'm looking for. Oh no. I think that's like part of why I enjoy games, just to figure things out. Like, if I had someone tell me the right way to get around this, that's more like compensating for a weak point in the playthrough, maybe. I don't know. I like oddness. That reminds me of Oddish, yeah. Also, Dirty Nim is gonna go up on the Discord this weekend, for sure. I know I said I'd make a YT video this week, but I don't know when I'm actually going to get around to doing that. But soon enough, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Dirty Nim on Discord if people want to play it, like... Dirty Nim? Question mark? Paul's already forgotten the legend, the myth. Nah, it's just... It's a Pokemon game that I worked on years ago. Nim is a made-up color, and Dirty is just like, you know, the way. There's Crystal Clear, or like all that kind of... Not Crystal Clear, but Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and all that stuff. Or Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's just... Dirty was just a joke. Ooh, I'm not good with names. No worries. Sky Pokemon game. Yeah, that works, I guess. But it was made many years ago. Like, so many at this point. But, the version we have needs to be patched. It was between different versions of the engine for some reason. But once it's patched, I'll just throw it on the Discord. It's not even a big game, it's like one gym and everything, as I said before. Oh man. Okay. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what to do. This is this is madness. Absolute madness. The middle of the ground disappears. The areas of the outside disappear. He keeps throwing hands. Who thought this boss was a good idea in the way it's built? And its favorite attack is hands. And like, hands sucks to get hit by. It's such range. It's got everything it doesn't need. That's insane. Why? Where's the cooldown on hands? The sliding section's fun, though. They could turn that into a whole game mechanic. Alright, the middle section's broken still. Like, why does this boss get remembered? You know what I mean? Like, what stuff he did. Oh. Oh. There is a section down here. Oh, that jump was legendary. Or it wasn't. It wasn't legendary. I thought there was a section down there. We should just run up to the boss. What is this boss? I am losing my mind. How did you feel when you first played this boss? Yeah, I need to know. I really need to know now. Because it seems like, oh, this boss, and you removed it from your memory. Is this something most Dark Souls players tend to not talk about? Yeah, that boss, we don't talk about that boss. Oh man. I genuinely, I don't know. I think Dark Souls is a good game, but there's some moments where you're just like, what is this? What's happening here? Why? Not cat paw. I raged quite hard. Understandable. Very understandable. Like, if I didn't look at this from, like, what the heck is going on perspective, I would probably be a little bit annoyed at the very least. Some people quit because of this. Yeah, I genuinely could see that happening. This nonsense. Absolute nonsense is what this is. There's like satisfying bosses that you learn to beat because you use your skills and your dodging and all that, but this boss just feels like, oh, you don't know the gimmick, die. You don't know the gimmick, die. Don't know the gimmick, die. It's like, and even when you know the gimmick, it's like, you got bad luck, you die. Why? There's satisfying game design, and then there's this. I don't know. And the bomb fiffin, if you didn't know where the bonfire was, that would be even more salt for people. Either way, we'll get through it. I like how one of these messages is like, I can't take this. Dang. Good luck. You'll need it. Leg. Alright. We could try hitting a leg, I guess? I'm gonna try to do that jump again, because that was incredible. We can get that jump to work. I'm gonna see if it helps us run up to the boss and whack him. Because I don't know what the strat is. Suddenly, like, this is like downhill slope simulator game. Alright, don't throw hands. Oh, they're throwing hands. Stop it! Do the other attack. More linear one. Hands again. Dead. Like, why does it do that much damage? And why does it stun lock you? Into getting hit again, like... Oh man. There's so much wrong with this boss's design. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get through it. Those hands are really overbroken. Yeah, it is true. You're not meant to even approach the boss, like, for that reason. Whenever they're out there. Yeah. I think as long as he does the linear attack, we can jump and get close to I don't know what the section is. It's like a broken section in front of the boss that if we go down there and run up to the boss, I'm not sure. But that may be a solution, so I'm gonna keep trying that. But get hit by hands, you'll die. Yeah. Not gonna basket this like the worst boss in gaming to me. It's quite unfun design. The bonfire being so far away and hidden is ridiculous. And there's just something unforgivable about, like, buying the gimmick to win instead of, like, you know, use the skills you've learned throughout the game to win and be very satisfied with the victory. It's so weird. It's so weird. I really should have rethought about this. Because it's more of a troll boss than it is, like... I don't know. Criticisms have been entered. They've been saved. We're good. We're gonna keep going, of course. But it's worth criticizing when games do stuff that's weird, you know? Worth noting. That doesn't mean I think Dark Souls is bad overall. Like, that's not... Like, just because one thing isn't quite right doesn't mean I'll hate the game overall. That's never the case. Like, it's just, it's worth pointing out, like. Oh god, that's so bad. I thought he was going for fire. I thought he was going for the other attack because of the delay or something. But nope. Just did delayed hands and I got smacked into the pit. Anyway, now that I've vented about all of the weirdness of the design and everything like that, let's move on. Like, I know some people are like, get on the side of like, no, Dark Souls is an amazing game. You can't criticize this. Could you do better? And all that stuff. But yeah, you know, some people get an ultra defense, but like, honestly, don't defend this boss. There's actually a good argument you can make where it's like, yeah, it's not great. Some of the later game secrets are cool too. Yeah, I look forward to playing later games more than because of the second half of this game kind of drops off a bit. Still a great game, of course. Just need to beat this freaking gimmick boss and move on with our day. Ugh. What? It's like one of those things. If you know the gimmick, it's easy. So just know the gimmick. I don't know if it is that easy. I don't know. Alright. They could have literally made a whole slide minigame in the game. I'm not kidding, and I wouldn't have been unhappy about it. Would have been fun. Oh my god, You're kidding! Why is it able to do that? That is dumb. That is so incredibly dumb. Oh my god, it does so many things wrong. Oh my god. Why? So it does an attack. It doesn't have any cooldown for the rest of its attacks. So it can attack, and attack, and attack. It did 3 attacks practically in a row. Without any cooldown between, like... Well, there was cooldown between slightly, but... I don't know how to put it. It was basically like... If the boss decides it, it will just spam it multiple attacks instead of having to wait for each attack to finish. That's weird. It's super weird. Why? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Why? Like, I don't get it. Oh my god. It hurts my brain trying to think about it now. Like, ow. Ow. Going to give me a headache. I swear. Ridiculous. Alright, gotta relax my shoulders a little bit. Might as well lie back and just accept fate that we're just gonna keep trying until we figure it out. Instead of like fighting the boss mono e mono, it's gonna be like figuring it out, 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 and then finally once we figure it out, probably die a bunch of times and then beat it. Yay! Yay! It could have been better. That's all I'll say. Could have been better. Alright. I've said enough at this point. Catbot just listening to all of this like, dang, this boss is some salt. Like, some salt machine. A vending machine of salt. Do I want to go down the middle? Is that literally the thing? You just go down the middle to win. I think the game's awesome up until Orsi and Smo, then after that, not great, and sometimes garbage. The final boss DLC is great. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I like that you were pretty objective, even though you are a Souls fan, Kev. Like, the bosses in the early game are fantastic. Ornstein and Smo, they're a bit cheap sometimes. Like, they can literally bully you to death if they catch you off guard, but, you know, you can learn them. You can use your skills, and once you get good enough at the game, you know, it's all okay. It's all Gucci, because you figured out the boss as well at that point. And they are satisfying. Like, you feel real good after beating Ornstein and Smo, for sure. But after that, it's like, what? Wait, what? What's happening now? And then there's this boss, and that what's this boss? And then you're like, it gets confusing. Like, the boss's identities and strategies just feel like lazier. I don't know. Anyway, though, you're right. There's Ornstein and Smo. It's still my favorite boss in the game as well. Like, took me a long time to beat it, but you know. Even though, like, I have one or two criticisms, it's overall fantastic to fight and beat, and then realize, oh yeah, I beat him. Nice. Bloodborne is the redemption arc for the game where it stays pretty consistently great for the most part. Yeah. Like, the best parts of games to focus on are the main mechanics, if they're good main mechanics. Like, Dark Souls has good main mechanics where combat is in place. And then this boss is like, know the gimmick, do the gimmick, win with the gimmick, rather than you relying on your skill and dodging. Like, I don't mind a puzzle element on a boss, but this one just feels weird. Like, just keep retrying. I don't know how to put it. It just feels wrong, and it is wrong. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, it feels satisfying to get better at the main gameplay mechanics, and when you have bosses that focus on that and challenge you on that, it's super satisfying. And it's okay to have a mini puzzle in a boss, but this feels more like a trolling boss because of how much damage it does, and because of, like, how little opportunity you get to know what the solution is. Anyway, it's all up for debate, and if you guys, I'm just giving my opinions on the idea of it. Like, I do want to make it down the middle. I don't know if that's the right solution, but we're still going for it. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Do we attack it from the sides? Is that possible? Yay. This is gonna be the rest of the stream, isn't it? No, not like this. I think anybody would be upset if one day I just beat this guy off stream. Run for the arm swipe, just bait it, and then run for the middle. Okay, okay. The middle is the strategy. Now I'm feeling like you're giving away the strategy, Cap. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, what a shame! You gave away the strategy on the cheapest boss. And it's pretty much a gimmick. Oh no! Alright, alright. Because anybody that's a Dark Souls fan tuning in kind of going, oh god, what? This guy's just so rude. Criticizing things. Oh no! I'm so upset about this. Hang. Yeah. Wanted to save you the torture. That makes sense. You can hear all the sadness, I know. Less sad. Very less sad about this situation. I cry thousands of tears for each time I get told strategies for just this boss. I'm merciful to some extent. Agreed. What the F is that? Come on. There's no cooldown. He did 2 attacks at the same time. You know, like... So there was 4 limbs coming at me. 2 of them were swiping the whole area, and 2 of them were dead from above. Why is there no cooldown? Sorry. Doesn't matter. Bait the hand swipe, go for the middle. Call it quits. That's what I was thinking the strategy might be. The sides was just a guess. Just why? I made the jump once earlier. I really did. But I tried to go down because I thought the path was leading downwards and I just died for trying to go down. I wish I went up because then we'd be through the boss in no time. I wouldn't even known how bad it was. Alright. Once you get to the middle, is it pretty much over or is it like a whole other... It's probably a whole other freaking section. This is fluff right here. Like, you could take this boss away from Dark Souls, you know, and nobody would be that upset. Okay. Just feels a shame though, because they had like an interesting gimmick, like the floor falling apart. That's cool. Fighting the sides first. Hey, why not? I just don't get it. A lot of branches and kill at the end. Parade doesn't use firestorm attack while you're in there. Great. So we have more roll the dice mechanics. I love it. Alright. We got this, I think. It's cracking up over here, like. That's the attack that's good to run through, right? I don't know. Is there any cooldown on any of your stuff? Dude, what the hell? What the actual hell? I baited the hand swipe. I was at the edge of its range, practically. Ran in. Was attempting to jump, and he hit me mid-jump. It's so RNG. Like, I can't even... Oh man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Just jump faster. Just do better, streamer. Oh my god. Why? There should be more delay on the hand swipes, like, what the heck? You can roll directly on it? Are you kidding me? The lower side of it, I'm guessing you can roll directly onto. I wouldn't have known that. Like, that feels like you only know that after, like, by doing it by accident. Or you found out somebody else that knew that strategy because they found it by accident, possibly. It just feels like those word of mouth strats, you know? Just do... I found out rolling just works, you know? Just do that. Alright, I'll try rolling, but I'm not sure which part I'm supposed to roll in from. Let's see. I'm gonna try rolling to the trial and error. Oh no. You know what? I'm going back to jump strat for one last try, because we're close that time. And the roll strat is a whole trial and error. So, let's see. What if I just jump from the middle? What if I just, like, jump from the middle? Actually, that works! Jumping from the middle works! I didn't get there, but I just realized. Yeah, I was trying to jump in from the side because that looked like the best angle to jump in from. But because the big branch actually goes further down than I'm anticipating, it does go further down, the big branch. Just jump from the middle. Yep, once you know the gimmick, it becomes really dumb. But honestly, it's just why. I'm actually kind of like slightly annoyed, uh, which I think is justifiable. Because of why is it like this? I don't know. I just wouldn't expected it for Dark Souls to just make this kind of idea. Alright. Apparently, Trails of Mana has a cat merchant and they make cat puns. I mean, that's a game you need to buy immediately, Capcom. Right there, that's selling point. Dun, 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 dun. I think I want to play more like, I don't know how to put it, like darker video games, not like dark fantasy is a good setup. Like, although maybe not so much about. There is the Berserk game. Unfortunately, the creator of Berserk recently passed away, which is awful. No, I don't know if I'm gonna play that right now, at least. But there's Hollow Knight. I don't know if that you consider that dark, but that's pretty good. BRB, I'm gonna start payroll upstairs. Okay. All right, we'll focus on the boss. I'll think about what other games are out there later. Go for it. Don't throw hands, don't throw hands, don't throw hands. Oh my god, that branch is easy to get onto. If you just go for the middle. Oh my god, once you know the gimmick, it's over, like. It's so dumb. I'm upset. As I said earlier, just a gimmick, like. Anyway. Don't jump from the side, but honestly, like, when you look at that branch, you're really like, yeah, I can only see one side of that branch, and this is the closest part, and I jump in from the side. Okay. It's that easy. It's that... I don't even know what to say anymore. Just can't. Ugh. Okay. So it bodies you like crazy, and it takes one hit to defeat. I just... If you just jumped on the center, it makes sense. But that jump on the center, because the angle you're looking at, you don't know if that jump is safe. Therefore, you jump from the side because you can see the branch. The only way you know that the middle jump is safe if you just YOLO it sometime and it works. Just like, oh my god. And then if he just keeps throwing hands like he does sometimes, you just die. I don't know. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. Was that fun? Because, like, now that it's beaten, I need to weigh how I feel, you know? Because it's so easy to kill, it makes it easier to kind of justify the badness in the way it's set up, like. But then you're like, now that I've beaten it, now I can forget about it. I'm glad. Is that, like, fun? Um... You know what I would have done instead? And this would have changed it a lot. The hands kill you, right? They kill you immediately anytime you get hit by the hands. I would have made it so branches knock you back. You know, literally smack you to the back of the arena. Or, like, you probably get hit into a pit every now and then, but, like, you have a chance to keep retrying and retrying to figure it out. Instead of, like, getting sent back constantly. I think that would have worked a lot better. Just simply doing that. Just knock the player back, you know? Don't kill them, just keep knocking them back. And then it would have felt like your challenge, you know the challenge straight off. You're like, oh, right, he's keeping me away from this point. I need to get to that point. That would have felt 1,000 times better than what they did here. Because he just keeps one-shotting you, and you can't even learn. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright. GG's, I guess. GG's, I think, is... I agree completely. Is the boss good overall? I would say no. But there's plenty of good things about Dark Souls that make this game great, so... I mean, it's a bit of a fumble, but at the same point... But what not? Like, it's okay. 2 Lord Souls down the stream? That's true. I'm glad. We can just pop an item here as well and actually get 2 levels as well. But, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That boss needs adjusting, to say the least. Oh, man. But enough said, I suppose, in the sense of, like... I think that's what it is, like... Getting bodied by something so cheap. They could have just made that attack knockback instead, and it would have been way more forgivable. What do you think, Gav? Endurance, or... I'm actually kind of YOLOing it, like, right? Health is interesting. But I like strength. Considering I'm so strong glass cannon-wise, like... Yeah, that's perfect. Freaking Gravelord sword is busted. It's fast to swing, you know? And it does the damage of a heavier weapon. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Alright, 2 Lord Souls. Let's go for a 3rd one. Let's try to get as many as possible, of course. That hurt my brain. I don't know how to put it, but like, considering how easy it is, it feels insulting slightly. So I don't know how to put it. Once you figure out the gimmick, like, it's okay to have a gimmick boss, but could have been designed better. Like, just have the branches knocked back and not one-shot the player, so they don't get set back constantly having to run back there. And then the commitment becomes easier. Or, as I said earlier, just put a bonfire close to the boss. People will forgive it a lot more. Like, this is something I've noticed when I play video games like Mega Maker and stuff. The lower amount of commitment it takes to beat something, the more likely a player is to like it once they beat it. You know? I've seen Mega Maker levels literally be just a boss fight, or literally something so lazy that it's an instant win. Tons of likes. Tons of them. And then I have levels that I made that take a good amount of commitment and skill. Tons of dislikes because people don't know if they like the level because it's difficult. And the rating system works that way. I'm like, I've played like literally doo-doo water levels that are so easy to beat, that are literally 2 seconds long in Mega Maker, that have more likes than the stuff I put out there, that I really spent like a month and a half on in one case. So in level creation. So I think if you just make it easier for the player to retry, they'd be happier, you know? I think lore-wise DLC could be your next step. Yeah, for sure. That's true. Yeah. I don't mind committing a long time to something as long as the overall result is satisfying. And the game as a whole is satisfying. That was weird, man. It was just so weird. I had a lot of thoughts, and then when I beat it, I'm like, should I take any of those back? Because it was so easy to beat. But then it feels like, yeah, it's just a gimmick. I'm gonna take a sec to rest myself. This is hurting my brain. Oh, wow. But yeah, if you didn't know where that secret bonfire was, that would have been disgusting. Hmm. But I kind of like discussing these things, you know, like figuring stuff out that way. All I want to do is pretend that a boss doesn't exist from now on. Like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, Dark Souls 1 is a good game. Let's never talk about this boss. Ever. Ever. As far as I'm concerned, they don't exist. You did well and had yourself well despite the boss? Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Gav. If I didn't know where that bonfire was, I would have been more salty and stuff at the thought of it. But I called it. It's just a gimmick. I really did kind of call it out for being that. It's like, it's not rewarding you so much for being good at the game and using the mechanics and fighting and rolling and doing all the mechanics that you get better at throughout the game, and that's super satisfying to battle with. No, it's just a gimmick. The gimmick was like, I'm gonna use as handled, you know, like the way it wasn't handled well, like. Two fixes. Put a bonfire closer so the players can be less salty on the retry ability of the boss. So less commitment, meaning the gimmick is more forgivable. And two could be more knockback on the branches and less damage from the branches, so the player can keep retrying and figure out the gimmick while they're there, instead of just getting killed every 2 seconds. Alright. Yeah. Overall, where I fall on that is, could have been better. Even if they wanted to go for a gimmick. And, yeah. Could have been much, much better. Where do we go now, I wonder? I've been following your guidance, Gav. I feel like I should, in a sense, follow the whims of my ambitions. I don't know. DLC, I reckon? I can play the DLC after we beat the game. That could happen too. Okay, we'll do it this way. We'll get all of the Lord Souls, then the DLC, then the boss, final boss. But then the final boss will probably be too weak if I power up that much, you know? It's kind of a curious place to be. Straight to New Game Plus? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, we'll get the Lord Souls and then the DLC. That's the way I think to go about this. But yeah, jumping down the middle seems like insta-death, but it isn't. I should go back there and put a sign down, you know, jump here. Just for other players, just jump here, you know? And another sign saying, wait for hands. Just to lower the salt ability of the boss. So you don't get all salted. DLC first would mean that a boss in this game would have a better cutscene and more weight to it. I would highly recommend a DLC first. Alright, Gav, we'll do DLC first. You win. I think we just took out all of the lower tier bosses. So I'm totally down to play a better boss, like. Look at all these other guys wearing their weird face stuff. What is that helmet? It's ridiculous. Oh man. There's secret areas you could also go? Viewer's discretion. You pick one, Gav, and we'll go there. Or I could just roam and try to find one. But I'd be honest, it's gonna take a while for me to find one, and it could be before the end. Could be the stream could end before then. That's the only thing. I just don't want to be totally lost. But if it's entertaining to watch me get lost, then cool. Yeah, the elevator leads to Andre. I do. We haven't gotten the super upgrade for weapons, which honestly would probably break the game even further because this weapon's incredible. Like if I followed a guide for this game, things would have went faster for sure. Just having better weapons would be crazy. How many weapons like you carry by the end of the game? Like, look at all this stuff you have in your inventory. It's hilarious. You go to the elevator. You can. There's an area you can roll onto early up in the lift. Yeah, I'm at the lift. I didn't roll into an area though. Huh. Oh, I see. I think. Just this area? No, that can't be right. Right? Okay. How do I navigate this area though? This looks treacherous. No! Wait. Why would anybody wait there? That's so strange. Yeah, we'll get back there, don't worry. Like, what's the... Where? I don't see any hint to tell me to wait, like, that's so goofy. What are you doing?
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time.
Looks like he's about to take a dump.
I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Learned his gesture. Path marker. Okay, oh wow. Bullies first and undoes regulations. What? These are kind of... That's kind of good. You can buy humanity here? Alright, this guy is a crazy merchant. Canvas Talisman. What the heck is this? Medium casting Miracle of Gods, okay. Oh wow. This guy just feels like he's just got a bunch of stuff, like... Especially the first items.
What? Nothing appeals.
That dude, like... Does he just eat the rocks nearby? I don't understand how this guy stays alive if you don't feed him. I don't understand how what anybody eats in this universe. There's kind of like... There. Alright, I'll wait. Like right here? It's so strange. There's like no hint here to say wait. A crow? What's a crow up to? down. It's kind of like me saying, you know, in FF7, try going to a forest, you'll be surprised of stuff. I don't know. Go over there? Go over to the crow. Get to the crow, is it? We can get to the crow, alright. Yeah, I see the pillar. Nice. This is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. You sneak up on the Easter eggs and you pounce. Alright, we're good. I think this is what stuff. Why would anybody do that? Like, he's insane. It's gonna hang out in this crow's nest and curl up for whatever reason. And the crow's just like, get out of my nest. Could have just dropped him there. Would have died. Game's goofy. Oh, the crow has another nest with 2 other eggs. Northern Undead Asylum. Yeah, I love the sound of that place. Alright, give me a Von Pfiffin. Do it. Do it now. Wasn't I here before at one point? Scrubs. A lot of them. They need to up their game. You're back at the area in the first... Oh, yeah. Look at that. Neat. Oh. This is the first boss again. Except now I die. What? Please tell me I'm gonna have to respond with the Firelink MT. There's no Von Pfiffin there. We gotta do this again and again and again and again and again and again. Alright. Try not to die to madness in real life. Roll here. And run here. And get up to the stairs. This is a pretty cool place to hide stuff. Like, wasn't expecting it, but really appreciate that. I like Easter eggs. There's a Von Pfiffin in the room after him. Just avoid the center of the room. Okay. So you don't fall through. Okay, that's pretty cool. Doesn't take too long to get back to him. I don't think he can't be the DLC boss, right? He cannot be the DLC boss. Alright, we got a flasks. We're gonna heal this time. If bad stuff happens. Actually. Crazy. Nah, is this a secret boss? Okay. I had no idea. Yeah, he ain't important, like. I'm surprised there's a bonfire back here. It wasn't in the first place, right? Oh, there was! I remember. Jobbers are going mad at me, like. Not that it matters, because if I rest here, I'm back to full HP! Twitch glitched and I turned off the screen for like 20 minutes ago and there's still sound playing? What? Go Twitch! I feel like Twitch is a bit of a glitchy site sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I've had issues where I have to refresh the page like randomly sometimes. And the chat glitches out. Unless you're like if you're a streamer you need to use a separate app to read chat sometimes. Just to make sure you don't miss any messages. I don't know. I mean it's alright. Most of the time. Just thinking like alright, let's go! Let's go! Sometimes the Twitch app on my phone causes my phone to crash. Mid screen box. Oh no. Really? That's ridiculous. Dang Twitch. Oh well, like, it ain't perfect, but it's good enough, right? Works most of the time? I don't know what to think about it, like, it's just... I kind of accepted it, like, I have Stockholm Syndrome. What stabs? Oh, get hit! Get hit! There we go. Got hit by the first frame, active frame of that attack. Has someone deleted the bookmark on my computer for the payroll website? What? Excuse me, why would people be on your computer, Catpaw? You have your own private office and everything. You're the CEO. Why would people be on your computer? Sorrow. There's a lot of deaths here. Unexpected victims. It's one where the manager computer's upstairs. Alright, do the payroll. Alright. People don't bother me. I got you. Tighten that slab, by the way. Ooh, what could I upgrade with that? That sounds insane. How to dash is what we're learning here. I'm going back to the beginning. That feels like a secret. He's gonna be waiting for me. Hello? Who are you? Oh, just a knight. Jobber. Wow. Go back. Yes, you do. Nice. I'm Kappa. That's who I am. I think. Maybe. Identity crisis, Kappa. Peculiar doll. What do we do with peculiar doll? Key ahead? Question mark. Alright, so there's something we do with a doll? This is weird. I'm gonna wait here for a sec. That unlocks a secret area. Awesome. There we go. Awesome. Ooh. Dang it. I don't know why, but I seem to have a slight headache all of a sudden. Found that myself. I didn't really find this area myself. You guided me, Gab. you did stuff, like. Drink some water. I will hydrate. It was all Gab. Always has been. Gab was secretly pulling the strings like, I'm just a puppet. Here to amuse you all, Gab is the puppet master. The master of puppets. Gab, real streamer. Yeah, when you guys stream again, Gab? I do wonder. No pressure, actually. Actually, yeah, I think I'm feeling tired now. Seems to be a good point to wrap up. But, Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today and everything. It's been fun, for sure. I say that usually. I think it was maybe. Good podcast. I will make sure that you would even the next stream would be even ever better podcast. But cat's paw. It was all for cat's paw. Yeah, I did a lot today. That was fun. I'm glad. Like, like some streams are like Televadio, some streams are other things, some streams are discussions. This one's mainly just talking about how the boss was. But yeah, it's cool. We'll be right back in a few weeks roughly, maybe. Kappa was like, ooh, yeah, hype is real anyway. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna play the other Dark Souls after this. Like not right away, but I imagine I will at some point play them for sure. That's just what I mean by I don't know when. It's like what I'm getting at. I don't know. It's like when you learn the mechanics of the game and stuff, that kind of translates and you kind of want to try your arm at the next one. Depends on how I'm feeling and if my equipment takes to the Elgato. Yes, that's fair. The Elgato will definitely work. Sorry if I caused any doubt about that in the past. I was like talking about like 4K 60 FPS. I'm not sure could do that. It probably can, but it could definitely do 4K 30 FPS. But everything else, everything should work. You know. To grab that USB hub, absolutely needed, like, for streaming. Like, I have a USB hub on my computer right now. I even have a spare one that I don't use. But, like, I bought 2 different kinds. The second one isn't as good. Maybe I just think that. It's alright, like. But, yeah, the second one I don't even use. You could just hold on to if you wanted it, Gav. But yeah, grabbing one online probably is the best option for sure. I stream in 480p. I wasn't making fun of you. It's humble, you know, a humble little 480p stream. You know, just a little innocent, you know, little 480. Why am I saying it like that? I don't know. You know, just a little 480p stream. Don't worry about it. Another 50 hatches tonight? No shiny. Brendy. No. Never. You will get it. It will be yours. I think the pop-off for this one's going to be even crazier than the Regice for sure because of how ridiculous it is. You know? It's a humble 480p stream, you know? Just keep it humble, Kappa. Never go 1080p. I'm going back down to 720 because apparently when I go 1080, I don't get the quality options on my stream sometimes. So weird. My computer would explode at 1080. Oh my god, it's just cracking me up. I think, like, even 480 is okay. I would say 720 is better, but at the same point, I saw the quality of your stream, Kappa. It was grand. Like, I forgot that it was 480 completely. For Tales of games, it works fine. Like, Tales of tend to have, like, these kind of chibi-esque models or whatnot, or the characters tend to look like this, the detail is distinct but simple, so it's easy to pick up on what you're seeing. You know, I think it works fine for that. Probably works fine for plenty of games, let's be honest. I think even if you went 480p and like Dark Souls, it should be fine. My graphics card was slightly been made. Yeah, it was slightly made in 2008, and the rest of it was made in 2004. I like that description. But yeah, I always enjoy hanging out with you guys, and I'm glad you guys enjoy or do decide to tune in. Maybe because you would enjoy hanging out. I don't know. But yeah, it's been fun. See you guys Monday perhaps. If I do stream on Sunday, it will be a bonus stream. Works good, depends on the game. Vesperia gets a lot of encoder issues. Oh, okay. Guys, bars again? I'm not. Saw that. But yeah. Thanks for everybody tuning in today. Thanks for just hanging out and stuff. And appreciate you as always. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. And that'll probably be next Monday. Possibly tomorrow if I feel like a bonus stream, but next Monday, more likely. See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time.